Good evening ourselves, and anyone else who has the unfortunate luck to stumble upon this. Last we left off, y'all uh, hung out in Vallaki. You got to listen to an epic retelling of a very famous tale by Octavio the Bard. Y'all tried to hook Irina up with a doctor in town.
They did.
For some reason.
Some
Don't
of
let me
y'all,
with that.
some of y'all tried to. Um, and then the following morning, after taking care of a couple of shopping items, y'all went to the lake to see if you could find your prophecy. And y'all entered a very interesting, very kind of off-putting town. The folk there seem to be undergoing the negative consequences of years and years of inbreeding. From there, you noticed that there was a boat down in the lake, and closer investigation revealed that this person in the boat appeared to have a captive. Thanks to Velsolus's familiar, you were able to get an eye on, and then one of your boats managed to get out there in a timely fashion and
One of them. Barely.
render Bluto, the town drunk, unconscious long enough to save the girl, who swore that from that day forth he would never enjoy any alcohol that passed his lips again. And yeah, we're able to get some information from her. She's a Vistana. Her name is Arabelle, and she lives in a kind of semi-permanent Vistani shelter outside of Vallaki. So that's where you headed to, all but Velsolus, who went to go pick up Irina and then meet you there, and he'll be arriving within, 10-20 minutes of y'all arriving.
Can I get like a horse, or is it like is walking fine?
Walking will be fine.
Okay.
If I pulled up the actual town map for Vallaki, you can see the camp from there. It's not.
Oh, okay.
It's like a mile.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's like 10 minutes.
Yeah. But that's roughly where we left off with Arabelle saying, come on, I'll show you into my camp. And she begins leading you in. After a minute, Visolus, you'll join up with Irina in tow. But wandering into the camp, you notice a couple things. The surrounding huts that are built kind of at... they're almost two-tiered, built into the hills. They are occupied by quiet, hooded figures, all masculine in like body shape, who don't seem to do much in the way of talking. They just kind of look at you and then point towards the ring of wagons up at the top of the hill with the big tent, where you can hear a lot of music and see fires and that sort of thing. But if there's anything you'd like to do, you're welcome to do so.
I think I'll just make sure that the girl goes back to her parents. Like, here, we found this. Kind of.
Okay, so you're going up in search of parents.
Like
Yep.
holding like someone's cat and just handing it.
Yeah. All right, so you travel up the path. Piled outside the wagons are several empty casks of wine. From inside the tent, you hear the crack of a whip, followed by the howls of a young man interspersed with music and general conversation. 3 sputtering campfires fill the tent with smoke, and through the haze, you see 6 Vistani just mingling about on various places on the dead grass. A barely conscious and shirtless teenager hugs the center pole, his wrists bound with rope and his back streaked with blood. An older, larger man lashes the young man with a horsewhip, causing him to scream again. Standing in the bigger man's shadow is a third man who, this one a large beard, and he just leans over and says, "Easy, brother. I think Alexei has learned his lesson." That's kind of what you see as you like open up the tent flap.
Lion will lean over towards Yava and is that common with your people?
Taylor, out of character. I have no fucking clue.
So, for a punishment like this, they must have done something really bad and are trying not to become a betrayer. They're trying not to become more too. So this is their atonement for betraying the Vistani. So it's either a very bad thing that was done, or these people aren't actually Vistani. Those are the two things that pop into your head.
I would relay that.
After a second of y'all just standing there with Arabelle just watching.
I would have my eyes down. Just like, okay, where to next?
The one holding the whip turns and he's about to say something to the man who identified himself as the brother, but notices you and then looks past you and sees Arabelle. Quickly, like, slaps the shoulder of the bigger man. Who are you?
We found Arabelle and she told us that she lived here. So we're just bringing her back.
About that time, Arabelle does kind of push past you and not entirely like enthusiastically, but like knowing that she messed up and got herself into trouble, almost begrudgingly walks back to the larger man, and just kind of like leans up against him and hugs him. And he looks up at you and says, "I owe you a debt of gratitude for bringing my daughter back. Sorry you had to see this. Erdogan, would you get Alexei to his bed and have him patched up?" The other nods, and begins untying him after having just whipped this man. And just kind of slings his arm over his shoulder and begins walking him out of the tent towards one of the wagons.
What? What did that guy do?
I'm sorry that you had to see that. He was well, to put it plainly, he was in charge of watching my little one Arabelle here, and decided instead to go get himself drunk and play cards, and, well, we were honestly worried that he just looks down at his kid and just hugs her close. We thought the worst had happened, and he was atoning. I'm Luvash, by the way.
Yolanda.
I am Yava. I am Romanio. I really hate to be the one to bring this news to you, but you almost did have the worst happen. We saved her from. We barely saved her. And then I, like, kind of gestured towards the knocked out guy and be like, he is the one responsible. I figured you might want to do what you wished with him.
And his eyes just start, like, filling with this deep-set rage, kind of stony. But Arabelle does, like, tug on his sleeve and pull him down. He, like, at a kneel, she just whispers something into his ear, and he kind of chuckles a little bit before pushing himself back up. I don't know that I'll be able to fully repay you for what you've done. But I think your reward is in order, and you've brought one back to us, and you brought yourself back to us as well, Romanio. So with that said, tonight, well, we will get rid of all the bloodshed and have a bit of a feast instead.
Do you care to detail what might be on the menu for this feast?
I'll go look at our stores, but I know that we have boar, and we've brought good wine from outside of Barovia that we can sup with, as well as beer, maybe even some mead.
I would begin shaking my
Lion perks up.
Sorry, Jess.
At the mention of mead, Malayan will perk up.
Oh boy, the bee vomit!
One that actually, the kind of alcohol that actually tastes good.
Yeah. But after a little bit of time, the feast is laid out. Low tables are brought into the tent. Comfortable stools and pillows and that sort of thing are brought in as well. And the music takes on a more happy tone, and no mention of Alexi is made. The other man, the brother, introduces himself as Aragol, the uncle of Arabelle. And between him and Luvash, they unlock a wagon, each with their own separate key. And in this wagon, there's a number of things, and they are going to allow you to take 2 different things from this wagon as your reward, because they can't repay you in the same sense, but they do have money. So I'm going to put this in the chat. It is up to you what you would like to take. And I'm just going to put this straight in the chat. You in character might not know everything that's in these things, just at a glance, but it's okay. It's up to you what you would like to take.
I'll take the onyx jewelry box.
Okay. So one more thing may be taken. And I made you all a bag of holding, by the way, in your... It's where your character sheets would go, so you'll be... I'm going to add this there.
Wait, is this for the group or just one of us?
It's for the group.
Okay.
It's basically the one that I have, but it's an easy way to see for you guys to visually see what we have.
Yeah. So Taylor will be able to add the rest of the stuff that's in the bag of holding shortly, but for now we can get these in there.
Rather, sorry, I think I phrased this incorrectly. What I meant was, do we each get to pick a thing, or is it like we only get 2 things?
Only 2 total.
Okay, yeah, ignore that then, because I'm not gonna be an asshole and just be like, oh, I'm taking this. I'm gonna see if like the others are okay with it first,
Okay.
or unless like anyone else would think
So you need
of anything.
Above game is a wooden chest with coins in it would probably be the most helpful, along with that box.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because like, not necessarily my character deals with poisons often, but I'd imagine they'd know their way around poisons, and so they would see that as useful.
Yeah.
Same. If anything, I would suggest the poison. But other than that, I'm just kind of standing off into the Yava would be standing off in the back, and she'd just be like, if anybody were to ask, she'd be just like, I was helping my family. That was all.
All right. So I'll get the jewelry box on there. Knowing what's left for him.
Oh yeah, does anyone want the fucking chair?
Carry out a chair with you in the bag of holding.
It's just a chair.
I'm thinking, well,
I would go with the chest.
A chest with money in it.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense to me. So you have plenty of money now.
Yay.
All right. Well, if there's anything that anyone strongly wants to do, you'll have the rest of the evening if you have any downtime activities you'd like to take care of. Feel free to say so. Otherwise, we'll just, you have another nice night. The Vistani are very good at making you forget your cares, especially in the land of Barovia. Giving them music and dance and song and food and drink to be had. You kind of forget where you are for a little bit. And so y'all have a peaceful long rest. But like I said, if anyone has anything they want to take care of, let me know.
No, I'm
Malion's gonna observe. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Malion's gonna observe. They said that there were some dusk elves around there.
Mm-hmm.
She's not gonna approach any of them. She's gonna observe them.
Okay.
Kind of interested to see, just because they're similar to her, not quite the same, but closer.
Yeah. They are almost identical, except for the skin tone is a little bit more like ebonwood than purple. But other than that, they're almost identical in appearance. You notice there are no women among the Dusk Elves.
I'll take note of that.
Yava would be talking and trying to see if they noticed any like why this guy would be like taking her, why this happened. I guess is something that's normal, or if it was just out of the blue.
One of the Vistana tells you a couple of things in regard to that. One, Arabelle likes to get into mischief and often sneaks into Vallaki. It's possible she got picked up there. And I assume in conversation with Arabelle, if you had any, she would have mentioned the same thing, that she got grabbed from Vallaki. But there have been 1 or 2 other Vistana children that have gone missing recently, either in this caravan or a different caravan. And there's been reports that people have gone, children specifically, have gone missing from the town of Vallaki itself, specifically the Orphanage.
Would they have any do they have any like ideas of why or what's happening, or is it just
these people don't seem to know. You could seek out maybe a parent, like a Vistani parent specifically, but this person you're talking to doesn't seem to know. If you'd like to try to get more information from this camp, make an investigation or a persuasion check. Nice. Okay, yeah, after a little bit, you speak with a parent of a small child who's gone missing almost, it was almost a year ago, honestly. And the parent doesn't remember that night specifically. They remember in like the weeks leading up to that. They were frequented with a lot of very bad dreams about losing their children, and then it happened, and they were distraught for quite a while.
Could I go talk to Arabelle's parents about what I was told?
Yeah, to Lubash. Just mentioning the disappearances, or
What?
just to mention the disappearances, or to see if he had the same.
The dreams.
Okay, he did not have the dreams. He has heard the story about the dreams, and he remembers a few of the other Vistana camps he's talked to. They've also been frequented with bad dreams every now and then, and usually someone does go missing after bad dreams.
That's
Kind of.
creepy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit off and ponder this information.
Yeah. But other than that disheartening bit of information, the rest of you do find a relatively enjoyable evening. Blind sits
Just
off
gonna-
and does some observations. Yava is kind of somber. Irina is reading a book. It's very interesting, apparently.
Yolanda is stuffing her face.
Mm-hmm.
Actual good food.
The Solus is just gonna just drink, be merry, and play his instrument.
Okay. Jacob, anything for you?
I don't know what Bryson is doing. Sorry, Windows really acting kind of crazy right now. Trying to
Gotcha.
figure out how to handle it.
All right. Well, after a night of partying, you get your long rest, and y'all can head back to Vallaki if you'd like to. Y'all paid for rooms that no one stayed in. Y'all leave Arabelle with her father and her uncle, and head back to Vallaki. And about 7, 8 in the morning, you enter back into camp. Your information is basically what you have to do is have your information checked off by one of the guardsmen, who just confirms that it's the same thing that y'all had written previously, and you head on in. And you're back within Vallaki.
As we were walking back, I would tell them what information I found from talking to the other Vistani, and be like, this is kind of something I would like to check out if we have the time. I mean, she's safe and out of harm's way, it seems. But these children are missing.
Yeah, that's concerning. Did it sound like it was an active, ongoing thing, I guess?
I would say it's active. She was just taken.
I kind of meant the thing with the dreams and that you were
I don't.
talking about.
We'd have to find more people from, like, more parents, I think, because I only talked to one parent who had told me about the dreams, and they had heard about them, but the only way to know for sure is to talk to the other parents of the missing children.
I mean, didn't they say the other thing we need to check was the something about an orphanage?
Yes, the several of the children from the orphanage have gone missing, so that would be a good place to start if you guys wouldn't
Yeah.
mind.
Celeste kind of shrugs. Doesn't matter to me.
There's... Also, we should probably go check in with the Burgomaster at some point. Given my status, it might come across as rude if I never make an introduction.
We should probably do that now then, no?
Yes, you should probably do that.
But
That's fine.
if you want, I can meet with him, and you can go to this orphanage, and we can meet at the inn.
I think it might be better if we all stay together.
All right.
Shouldn't take too long, should it?
I don't know. Surely not more than an hour or two at most.
Can I insight her?
I would like to incite her as well.
I read as shady as fuck. She, for the most part, seems like she just doesn't want to make a bad impression in town or get in trouble. Draw unwanted ire or anything like that.
Mhm.
There might be for Vessels, there might be a little bit of hesitation for the entire Chaos crew to go visit the Burgomaster all at once, but it's not like very obvious.
That's what I thought.
We could split up and have some of us go with unless you're more comfortable just going on your own.
I just didn't want her to go alone.
I was going to suggest that possibly myself and Malayan go with Irina while the rest of you go do some sleuthing.
Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
Make sure Vacus doesn't start a fight or be mean to the orphans who don't have family.
Don't be mean to the orphans.
No, I can't decide where you should go, but I guess it's probably better not to.
At least I didn't burn down the orphanage. Amethyst 2019.
As soon as you said "don't be mean to the orphans," my brain instantly thought of like stupid, pathetic weaklings can't even survive without their parents.
God.
Alright, so I'm gonna move.
Yava's sitting here being an orphan.
Yeah.
I'm also an orphan.
We're all orphans in D&D.
Hey, Alliance not an orphan. She has two loving parents.
You've adopted.
She's adopted.
Jesus, Jean. Alright, I'm gonna move Irina to the Burgomaster's mansion, and then I'll move y'all up to the orphanage, which is actually like right up here. So it'll...
know there was an orphanage here.
Yeah, there was an orphanage in town, kind of up on a hill. I'm gonna start with the Irina group, just because it's closer. And that was Malayan and Vessels, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So on approach, it doesn't take too much conversation to find out where the Burgomaster's mansion is. On approach, you see a small 2-story stone buttressed It looks like it almost looks like a fortress compared to all the other buildings here. You see guards in small crenellated towers, and then beside that you see a mansion of plastered stone, displaying many scars where the plaster has fallen away from age and neglect. Drapes cover every window, including a large arched opening above the mansion's double entrance doors. You see people coming and going. Guards are milling in and out of the house, as well as men and women who arrive carrying bundles of tied twigs, which they walk in to the building and then walk out without the twigs. But you can definitely just approach, which is what Irina is going to do, and just knock on the door.
Milan will follow behind quietly.
Yeah, so souls.
Okay. After Irina's knock, a maid lets you in after just a few moments. Smiles politely and kind of looks at the the two non-humans of the group. Is there anything I can help you with?
Where with her?
Yes. He just turns to Irina. And Irina says, we're here to see the burgomaster about, I'm a noble from a different community, and we wanted to just briefly speak with him. The older maid just kind of nods after a moment and escorts you down the hall a little bit, which you can see is lined with all those bundles. And turns you into a door on the right.
Oh, the sticks?
Yeah, the bundles of sticks are just kind of lining the hallway of the foyer.
Okay.
But she turns you into a den after a moment. The den has padded chairs and couches. It's carpeted. It reeks of pipe smoke, and mounted on the east wall is an angry-looking brown bear. Or the head of an angry-looking brown bear. And after a moment, you are kind of left in this room by yourselves. The maid says she'll go fetch the burgomaster.
Just a bunch of awkward people sitting awkwardly quietly in a room.
The same maid, after a few more minutes, comes in with her.
Okay, I was gonna say something, never mind.
Go ahead.
Why does everyone keep staring at us? Like,
I think it's because we're not human.
I mean, that's fair. I'm a little used to that, but it still feels a bit disingenuous. At least say something instead of just staring, you know?
You might think it's rude to say something about like that, though.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but it's much more rude, in my opinion, to just stare.
I'm fairly certain, as Mark said, that people don't trust people who look different here.
I'm not surprised.
And I mean, I'm purple and you've got horns, which is pretty cool.
He just kind of like looks at his arms, like, I'm kind of grayish purple, I think.
Kind of also purple.
I'm not sure what color this is, honestly. Just see his tail just moving as he's just like trying to figure it out.
He was a two-eyed, two-tailed, or two-eyed, two-horned, tailed purple people eater.
Yeah.
The same maid, after a few more minutes, comes in with a small tray of these tiny little kind of shittily made cookies and a tea kettle and some cups, and pours and then leaves you to your business as she walks back out. We're gonna jump to the orphanage real quick. So, those of you arriving at the orphanage, it's kind of a drab, 2, maybe 3-story if the attic is converted. House that sits top of a hill, and it's in a good deal of disrepair as well. The shutters that cover the windows just kind of hang sadly on their loose hinges, and it just overall has a very Matilda-esque vibe from the outside. But just like at the Burgermaster's, there doesn't seem to be anything untoward. So the entire crew is free to approach.
So, what are we? Are we just gonna ask if there are kids that have gone missing?
That's where I figured we might start, but I'm not entirely sure how to start this, but I know it needs to get started.
Okay. If there's a door, Yolanda will knock on it.
Yep. After just a few minutes, a teenage girl with a toddler just kind of held in her arms opens the door and kind of smiles meekly at all of you. Yes. Hi.
Hello.
Had some questions. Is there somebody that runs this establishment that I might be able to talk to?
Headmistress just Velasco. I'll go fetch her. Come inside. Excuse the mess. Sorry, we've there's a lot to clean. Just
worries.
moves out of the way of the door, and you hear kids just running around. There are a lot of kids here, and they seem to be in the midst of play. There's not a lot of laughter, but you do hear kids playing. She leads you to a kind of kitchen set off with a roaring hearth and a shrewd woman in her early 50s with gray streaked hair and a tight bun. It seems her face has developed a lot of wrinkles from years of disapproving frowns, but she turns to all of you from the pot where she's cooking. Yes, how can I help you?
Um, we were. There's no easy way to talk about this, but we were told and given information that there may have been children that have been disappearing from an orphanage in the town, and so I was just wondering if you had any information about this.
She frowns and looks to the teenager and says, "Sasha, would you take Zen to uh, the other room to play? I need to speak with our guests privately." Which the girl does, and the lady looks back to you. There's been quite a lot going on here of late. First and foremost, we just recently, 3 of our young boys disappeared in the night.
Oh, 3 of them?
All at once?
Yes, all in the same night. I fear they ran, but this is not the first night that we've lost a child or 2. It's just me here, and I'm hoping that they're just running away and not being taken or anything of that sort. But
We unfortunately have stumbled upon some slight bit of evidence that there might be a connection to them being taken, unfortunately, and which is what I'm trying to help with. And I know you're doing your best, and these babies could be in far worse trouble. So I want to help. Um, do you have any idea? Like, you hope that they were running away. Why is there a reason why they might be running away other than, of course, just like being kids and the situation. Obviously, you're doing your best.
He kind of gives like this wry smile. This, well, the children don't refer to me as Headmistress Velasco anymore. I'm just Mrs. Witch to them. I know they tell nasty stories about me, and they like to frighten each other, and I eat the kids, and just in general, just kind of looks around to make sure there are no kids, that I'm a shit to them. But this is not the case. There's just been a lot of accidents. We had a young boy who died a few weeks back, and the entire atmosphere has gotten even more dark since then, especially since one of our oldest has grown ill and is not able to help me.
I'm so sorry. I promise not to take up too much of your time. We just have a couple more questions. This is going to be a little odd. Before any of the children went missing, did you ever have nightmares? Did anybody have nightmares before the children went missing?
Now that you mention it, I did have a few disturbing dreams, and I know some of the kids would wake up with night terrors. That does happen from time to time, but now that you mention it, it did seem to happen a little bit more around the time.
Can I insight that?
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Fair.
I 100% believe that bitch.
That kind of reminds me of something that I wanted to. Can I retroactively insight check the part about her talking about kids thinking she's a witch that eats children?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I didn't want to interrupt, but
That might be relevant.
yeah.
You're not able to get like a read on it, other than she seems annoyed by the idea.
Which tells, yeah, which is either way. I don't have inspiration. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much for your time. I won't keep you any longer. Would you mind if we talk to some of the children before we leave?
I will accompany you, just out of an abundance of caution. But yes, you may talk to them.
Thank you. I just kind of want to talk to the kids and see if they heard anything about the children who were missing, if they had talked about running away, or if there's any other information that I could get from the kids.
Okay. Make a persuasion or an insight check, please, as you just kind of walk amongst them. We'll see how much information you get.
Said persuasion or insight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit.
Can I
Can you
do
assist?
an insight check also? Or
Yeah.
or assist?
Either way.
Oh, that's better.
Yay! I'm gonna do one also, just for the heck.
Yeah. You get a good deal of information from the kids, actually. Just kind of wandering around amongst them, having conversations with them. You do hear Mrs. Witch mentioned more than once. There is a the children that went missing, Laszlo, Hans, and Franz. Another boy named Torio says that they had been talking about running away to go look for their parents, but then they had decided not to. But then a few weeks later, they had disappeared. You get some information from the kind of older girl, Sasha, who seems like she helped out a little bit. That her friend Milovaj has gone sick in the past weeks, and he's basically not talking to anyone at this point. He's not feeling well enough to even speak to people, and just seems to be asleep. A few of the kids, you notice that they have bruising on like the backs of their arms and stuff. In addition to that, you hear a lot of mentions of Cedric, who was the boy that died. He had fallen out of the third-story window.
Are you sure Voldemort didn't kill him?
Yeah. And of a young boy, like 7, named Felix, who people don't like him because he's kind of like he's like, apparently the general vibe you're getting is that he's an asshole kid, and people think he's creepy, and he just mainly stays to himself.
Yolanda is kind of concerned about the bruises on their arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of want to like be like, all right, that's it, thanks, and then kind of like on the way out, as like she's leaving us to go back do whatever, like ask one of the kids again without her there, be like, what? How'd you get those bruises? But I don't know if I can do that.
You could.
I was thinking one of us could try to distract her.
Either way, it's given the amount of kids in here and how distracted she
Not
is
that
by.
hard.
Yeah, it's not that hard. She's trying to get meals ready for like 24 kids.
Yeah.
All right, I'll distract her. Like Yolanda, can you?
Yes.
Yeah, and all of the kids, you asked like 3 or 4, all of them, they don't remember forgetting it. It doesn't hurt until they notice it, and then they're like, ow. Because they start messing with it because they're kids.
Right.
But
you poke it and then.
yeah, they don't remember getting it. But you asked like 3 or 4 of them, and none of them said anything about Mrs. Velasco doing anything.
That's interesting. But it's like on their arms?
It's like the backs of their arms, backs of their legs. It's not in any place that's particularly conspicuous.
Kind of want to make like I'm not proficient in medicine, but
You want to try to vibe
I'm
check
like,
it?
Does it? Yeah. Do they look like? Is it just like it's running around bending into things, or is it?
Well, make your medicine check.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna, know that automatically, but or at all. Yeah, it's bruises.
You're not even sure. You think it's makeup. For a second.
Okay.
You're like, here, let me rub this off. And they're like, no!
It's like, yep, that's sure bruise. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Let's go.
Alright. Well, I'm assuming y'all are leaving at this point, based on what I heard? Or...
I might, like, as we're going, just, let her know that we have a person who is a little bit better with healing that we might bring by later if she would like another person to look at the person who's ill. I would tell her that, like, while I do know a few things, I don't know as much in a way that might be helpful.
Yeah. Well, I might be able to help.
Without saying as much, and the look on her face kind of betrays it, she is desperate for any help she can get. So she's definitely excited for the prospect of someone coming by to help out, even if it's to heal. Well, as y'all are heading back towards the Burgermaster's mansion, we'll jump back to the Burgermaster's mansion, who The burgomaster makes himself known after leaving y'all to stew for about 15 minutes. After those few minutes pass, you hear the sound of the door opening, and in walks a slightly portly man. I will send a picture to the group here in a moment to give you a better descriptor, but he walks in and just kind of turns and eyes all of you. Well, what is it I can do for you?
Snape, Snape, Severus, Snape.
Dumbledore.
Well, sir, we are the Now I'm gonna ask the bug game. Jacob, you're English teacher, right?
Oh no.
All right, never mind. If I use the word envoy, is that the right term? Like where we're accompanying her?
Yeah, envoy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
We are the envoy of Lady Irina. I'm blanking super bad on her last name. I always just
She's been called Kolyana or Kolyanovic.
mm,
It's a patronym.
of Irina Kolyanovic. Rather, she thought it would be appropriate to greet you.
Irina, who's still wearing a breastplate like trousers, does a little mock curtsy that's still quite respectable, but she just kind of nods, like in thanks towards Vasilis, and says, "We
Just
don't
kinda
mean
nod.
to, we don't mean to barge into town or anything like that. I'm sorry if we're unexpected. I had to leave Barovia Village for at least a few weeks, and I just wanted to make myself known, let you know that I'm in town, currently staying at the lovely inn. You have a wonderful town here, and I just want to know if there's anything that you needed of me." To which the burgomaster just kind of eyes her for a little bit and finally cracks a smile, even though his face is relatively stern. Says, "Well, as I always say, all will be well here in Vallaki. Any guest of yours is a guest of mine, as long as we are all participating in the festivals, aren't I right?"
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if there's anything that I can do to help you out in the meantime, please let me know. Otherwise, if you'd like to assist in preparations for the festival, we are collecting twigs and any small kindling you can. We are going to be building it ourselves a blazing sun.
I'm resisting Amethyst right now, who's just going burn the bitch to the ground.
Amethyst is not here right now.
No, she's not, but she's like the devil on my shoulder going, do it.
Heard seashells just quietly say, "Oh no."
Yes.
Vassilis is like halfway sipping, like partly sipping from his cup of tea as he says blazing, and then he's like, "Oh, bonfire," and turn like in his internal monologue.
Yeah.
I think the doctor needed my help around town, so I'm not sure.
Yes, lovely chap, him. By all means, help him out. I know we get the occasional bruise, but anything can be healed with time. Eventually, all will be well. In the meantime, Lady Kolanovic, you don't have to trouble yourself with staying or even paying for an inn such as that. We have plenty of guest room here if you'd prefer. You can see
I just gonna give Irina a desperate look of, please don't leave me.
Irina looks to Malayan for a second and then, "Well, this is a most gracious offer. I am sort of I'm staying with my friends here for the time being. We're kind of enjoying the sights in your lovely town. But I do appreciate the offer, and should the need arise, or I need to make a vacancy at the inn, I would be most gracious to accept. If you have any needs of me, you can reach me there for the time being. And the smile on the burgomaster's face falters for a second, goes kind of quickly cold, but he just smiles again and nods. Well, it is a pleasure, as I said, to meet all of you. I have quite a busy day today. I hope you don't mind if I ask that we make this a short meet and greet. Please, by all means, stay and finish your tea if you'd like. And, well, if you have any need of me, feel free to contact me, or one of my men should be able to help you just as much as I can. Vallaki's a most welcoming and most helpful town.
I'll just nod and just give him like a small bow.
Lion will attempt to do the cursey that Irina did and fail horribly at it.
He just nods.
He's cute.
He turns, walks towards the door, and like reaches out and puts his hand on it, starts to open it, and then stops. And without looking back, he says, "Now, if you were interested in making a little bit of coin while you're staying here, you might have a mission of sorts for a group of strong individuals. The pair of you seem like you can handle yourselves."
We try. I was actually going to say I can't exactly be help as a physician. I'm a historian, traditionally. But I can handle a sword. So if you need help with that, I can help around the town in that way if you like.
Well,
Lion's just gonna look at her noodle arms and like cock her head to the side.
Turns around. Not so much needing you to join the guard force. We have plenty of well-trained and well-equipped members.
No, of course not. No, I was more meaning just odd jobs, hunting, stuff like that.
I do have an odd job of sorts. You wouldn't happen to be good at getting information.
Well, as I said, I'm a historian. It's kind of my whole job. So yes.
This, unfortunately, is not the kind that you can likely find in books. I have a person in my town that I suspect is serving that devil. And I can't prove it, and I don't want a formal investigation. That would not look well, and it would upset the townspeople. That's the last thing I want happening. But
I see you need some espionage. Lucky for you, I'm also trained in that because sometimes these books and things required me to not go into the most open of places.
well, since the two of you are an unknown, and Lady Irina, if you'd like to excuse yourself, I apologize for mentioning any of this in front of you. I just want you to be aware that there is a dangerous element to town, but all will be well. Rest assured, we will take care of it. I have another family who, their matron, I believe, is in cohorts with that devil. I don't want any evidence to come back that I was responsible for you looking into this, of course. But if you're able to dig up anything and find some definitive proof, that way I can hold her, she can stand trial and be exiled or otherwise taken care of, that would be most beneficial for maintaining the safety and sanctity of our lovely town. Lady Vakter.
Vakter?
Yes, she owns an estate on the northern side of town. Old blood, and
He sees Vasalis roll his eyes at that.
I suspect recently that, based on her numerous friends that she has in town, that she's fairly conniving and able to convince people of whatever she feels. I'm worried that she's trying to spread malicious unhappiness. However, my guards have not been able to pick up anything officially, and as I said, I don't want any investigation to dampen the spirits, especially before a festival.
Can I insight him on this?
Yes.
Malicious unhappiness.
He does, his intention is definitely to prevent her from fucking up his sense of order in the town. You're not able to get a read on exactly why her. And there's just something kind of lingering at the back. There is a little bit of shadiness.
Okay. I'm mostly just trying to see if he's talking propaganda or not.
That might be what you're picking up on. Well, you didn't hear it from me, but if you happen to find any information, something actionable, please bring it to me.
Yeah, I'll have my friend send a message your way. I'll just point to Kai, who's imagined is just kind of like sitting somewhere that he probably shouldn't, like a shelf up high.
Yeah, thankfully the Baron did not bring his dogs into the room. I just... he turns one last time to Irina and says, sorry for all the nasty business there. I hope it doesn't dampen your spirits any. That would be most unfortunate. I just want you to be aware that there are snakes in the grass, and we should be mindful of those that would try to ruin a mood. Yes? Irina just, like, furtively glances to both of you before nodding to him.
Malayan would have been watching this man like a hawk the entire time.
Okay.
Oh, same.
Playing on the fact that he's cute and unassuming.
Okay, is there anything specifically you're trying to get a read on?
Really, I'm just vibe checking this dude.
Roll an insight.
Check. I feel like Malign has a very high vibe check.
She does have a very high vibe.
Of course, she's a cleric.
He definitely seems like it's almost a compulsion to keep the smile on his face. With your 21, you do see that a lot of the time he's hiding some anger behind it. Especially when he mentions Voctor and unhappiness in the town and that sort of thing. He's not, like, being untoward towards any of you, even Irina. It's just he's a little bit shady, a little bit creepy.
Alrighty, I'll keep that in mind.
Bad vibes.
I'm picking up.
Bad vibes. Bad vibes.
That's the one I went to.
Alright, well, y'all can continue into town from there and meet up with your the other intrepid members of your group along the way. I'm gonna mark some places in town for you real quick. The inn. Yeah, I'll do this. I'm gonna just use this little Shutterstock image for the inn.
I was gonna say, I love this stock image of like just a random pub.
There's your inn. The orange building you're at is down here is the Burgomaster's Mansion. This large building beside it seems to be that kind of... If you had to guess, Philostolos, based on just your general knowledge of towns and your history, it seems like maybe a prison or a barracks. Or both.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was both.
Yeah.
I
mean,
that was a historical thing.
Yeah. The orphanage is obviously where Gene is. He told you the Wachter Mansion is on the north side of town. It is this orange building over here. Or, sorry, not the orange building. This tannish building right up here.
What is it?
The Voctor house is right here.
Well, it looks like a little corner.
Yeah. The church is down here, obviously. This is the town square. This is the stockyard you were at earlier. I'm just trying to give, like, some general landmarks. But, yeah, if there's anything y'all would like to roleplay out before you meet up with each other, that's perfectly fine. If there's any discussion you'd like to have amongst yourselves, you can do that. Otherwise, we'll kind of have y'all meet up and go from there.
Once they're away enough from the Burgomaster's mansion, Lion will kind of look. Did he give y'all any kind of bad
Vibes.
feelings? Because I don't particularly care for him. He seemed fake happy.
Typically in my line of work, I usually try to keep an eye out on people's general, how you say, masks, I suppose. He definitely seemed to be wearing something. There was something there when he mentioned, when he was describing the job. He does air quotes with his fingers. He wanted us to go on.
And we don't even know if this lady did anything, or if he's just
Mhm.
trying to get her out of the photo.
That could be it. It did seem like it might have been propaganda, maybe.
I read in the background. What's a photo?
Yeah.
Photo is just forgetting that you just.
I believe she meant painting.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was gonna invent photographs by the end of this.
All the awkward Strahd camping selfies from the artificer's camera.
Yeah, but the camera's gonna be like a ghost hunting camera. It just picks up ghosts the whole time.
It'll be like that one screenshot of Wind Waker where you're taking the screenshot in the middle of the Ganon boss fight.
All right. Well, how about Yolanda, Yava, and Vracus? Is there anything that y'all wanted to talk about on your way back?
I mean, I figured once we met up, I'd rather talk once we meet up with everyone else.
Okay.
Brevity.
I will BRB. I need to clean up some puppy incidents.
All right. Well,
Enough in the chat.
y'all kind of meet up at your central location near the inn. So, if there's anything you would like to accomplish from here for your day, it's I'd say honestly it's only about maybe 10, 11 o'clock. You could, go get your lunch. You could go explore town, see some places you haven't been. No one's really been into the town square other than real quick to buy a shield.
Yeah, so I convey the
Did you
information.
set up a time for us to go, or did you just say
Orphanage.
whenever?
Greg,
Yes.
Yeah, there's a bunch of kids that have
you
gone
can just say
missing.
we'll make it work. So we'll need a text from the time.
One
I
text
don't
right
know.
now. What time do you
There's
have the
some
other?
kids that have like bruises on
Never
the backs of their arms and legs, and I'm not. There's the kids seem kind of. There are rumors about the head of the orphanage. I'm not sure if those have any weight or if it's just kid stuff.
Kids tend to be cruel, so I take it with a grain of salt, but in this place you never know.
She did seem like she could probably use some help. There's a sick kid. If a lion, if you have, I know you already kind of have talked about helping out the doctor, but if you ever have time.
I mean, I can see if I can do anything. I mean, I helped Jean the other day.
Oh, that's true.
Was he sick?
He was really kind of upset tummy, and after
Yeah,
he got out of the water, he just wasn't right.
Okay.
Yeah, he went in the water and like swallowed something gross.
Oh, right. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of hard to tell anything with him.
Well, yeah, fair.
He's just hanging out in his lamp today.
He's just taking a nap.
Mm-hmm.
He's finding his
Uh,
sleep.
I'm fine. If you guys don't mind, I might go on my own, check some things out. Um, if you need me, I can leave Kai with you, and he can find me anywhere, and
Oh, cool.
just give me a note.
That's a good idea.
And who knows if it's urgent enough, then if you guys are still up there, then I guess he could lead me where you are, I suppose. So
I mean, it's an orphanage. I think we'll be fine, but.
I will come
Okay.
up as well.
Oh, at the orphanage place?
Yeah.
You like kids?
I'd like to think so.
I just know they're not for everyone.
I think I would maybe like some someday, but yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. So you
And then
do
there was. Sorry. And then there was that guy with the wagon, and there's like something in his wagon that we want or are told to get. Are we? And you talked to that guy,
yes.
and he doesn't seem to like Vistani or
Possibly he just showed
fortune
some.
tellers.
He just showed a weird aversion, I suppose, to it. He when I mentioned it, he seemed a bit off-put. His more jovial persona faltered for a bit, and he started taking it a bit more seriously, or at least took me with a bit more suspicion. I told him we have nothing against him, and we have no intentions to do anything harmful to him, just that we have an interest and we might try to discuss something with him or something. I did not give specifics, like I said.
Hey guys, give me a moment.
Hmm.
So, what is Delsolis wanting to get up to while everyone else heads back to the orphanage?
I was gonna go check on the doctor and then go to the library
Okay,
Is there a library?
there's a bookstore.
or bookstore. I think he told me there's one, and I just was gonna ask him, hey, where is it? And possibly like I'm looking for some stuff on these certain topics. Do you know anything?
Mhm.
Like, do you have any possibly, or maybe do you think they might have anything that I could use, or any place in the town that might help?
Gotcha. And you wanted to go to
Kind of thing.
the doctor to find this?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the doc.
All right. Well, it doesn't take you too terribly long to kind of ask around and find his general whereabouts. The doctor is right here, actually. Oops. So he'll be able to point you in that direction. His kind of home slash workspace is a modest 2-bedroom, the main room is long stretched out. It has a 3 or 4 cots and some various medical equipments, herbs from an apothecary, and poultices and bandages, and like some small surgical instruments. And then there appears to be like a back room that's kind of closed off, which you assume is like the dining room, kitchen, bedroom, living room space all in one. He seems to have devoted most of it towards just for patients, and it doesn't even seem to have been a house in the first place. It seems like he converted an old shop that wasn't being used, courtesy of the township.
Hmm.
But you get there, and he kind of smiles as you walk in. He's just sat and kind of looking out the window and reading. So he gets to the door and opens it up as you approach, and he says, "Come, come on in. What is it I can help you out with?"
You said it's like 11?
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, doctor. I believe last we spoke you mentioned something about a bookstore?
Yes, that's right. Janovic, him and his sons own it. It's in the town square, and they don't have a lot. Mostly, they take old tomes that they find and make copies, and then sell those copies out. It's a good deal of preserving goes on there, which is very helpful because literature is scarce around here as it is. I had a book or two that I managed to bring to Barovia itself that I loaned out, and they've since made copies.
Do you mind if I ask which one?
Yeah, off the top of my head, one was a cheap book on reflective meditation. Seemed like a lot of drivel, honestly, and the other was a book on just different herbs, honestly.
Alright, to be fair, I wouldn't knock the meditation. It's helped me in the past, so, it all kind of is, it's a dedication thing.
Might be right. Well, I suppose around here we have plenty of time to think, yes?
Quite.
If your friend is available, I don't have anyone in dire need, obviously. The room is completely empty. Today, but perhaps tomorrow, I do know someone's coming in to treat. They were knocked from a horse a few weeks back, and I'm just checking on their leg.
The, remind me, you were speaking about my elven companion, yes?
Yes, the.
She's a healer. I just wanted to make sure there's a lot of them. Um, don't when it's hard not to know which one's which. Yeah, sure. I'll let her know. When I get back to them. I just wanted to ask about these books and see if you had any that maybe I could borrow. Unless they should be. I should expect them all to be at that store.
I would expect them there. I do have a couple of copies that I'm working my way through, and then I have some medical books that I use for reference from time to time. You're welcome to take a look at them, but those would need to stay here. But Janovic will. They have modest prices considering the work they have to put in.
Mm-hmm. Do they have anything on the history of this place? Do you know?
I do think they have a couple of histories, yes.
All right. Hopefully, I can get a better idea of what's going on in this place.
They between you and me, they have a little bit of everything. Some a little bit more adult than the rest. Apparently, Barovia is just like everywhere else.
I mean, in a place like this, there's either staying warm with someone in your bed or staying warm with a nice book, and I suppose make do with what you can, right?
He just kind of nods and chuckles. Thanks for stopping by.
Of course.
Do give your friends my regard, and Lady Irina as well.
Of course.
He just kind of smiles and walks you to the door. And
Oh, do you still want that drink?
perhaps tonight, maybe tomorrow night, if not.
Of course.
Thank you.
And with that, I will wave him goodbye and start to head to the bookstore.
Okay. And I'm going to jump over to our orphanage crew for a tad. Those of you that headed back to the orphanage, you kind of get roughly the same song and dance to get in. This time it's a bit younger, a boy of maybe 13, 14. He opens the door and he's just like, are you the people that were here earlier?
Mostly.
Okay, come in.
Earlier.
Hi.
Hi.
He just moves out of the way and he doesn't even like stay to shut the door behind you. He just like walks off into the room to go play again.
No, as kids do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But you get back into the I guess the ground floor proper. And I'm gonna leave it kind of up to y'all what y'all would like to do. But I do have this for you. Let's see, who am I missing? Just mine. Feel free to move yourselves about the cabin.
Cabin is very blurry for me.
Yeah,
but that's presumably because it is not loading.
Is this a new map?
Is it a new map? Yes.
I don't remember this one, but I'm digging it.
This is kind of the living room proper. It's just an abundance of toys and like they don't have much in the way of like games, but there do seem to be some like half chewed on cards from the toddlers getting a hold of them, and they do have a pretty good amount of stuff. There's a few books stacked on this table back here that seem to be like kids' picture books or illustrated poem books or something like that. There's a couple tables. This room back here is storage. I'm just at a glance. Kitchen. This is a washroom, and then this bedroom appears to be Mrs. Velasco's. There are two bedrooms at the far end over here.
I would ask to see Miss Velasco. What?
Velasco.
Velasco.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, you can move into the room with her.
I would ask Malayan to come with me since that's like the reason why.
Malayan would follow along. Quietly.
Mrs. Velasco kind of looks back at the lizard lady that she met from earlier, who she still isn't quite sure how that's an actual thing.
Lizard lady!
And then turns to the Dusk Elf woman, and there's not a look of surprise. There's just, you can tell she's making an assumption that you're a half-elf. Given that you have seen one other half-elven woman with some Dusk Elf features, but the rest have been male, so I don't know. It's Malayan, given the time you spent just watching them and the fact that you didn't see any Dusk Elven women, it's kind of odd more than anything. You just I know that you out of character know what's going on, but Malayan, with her high insight but kind of low intelligence, I'm not sure exactly how she would feel about what's going on.
Don't worry, because I'm gonna play it as she doesn't really understand.
Gotcha.
But when she notices people staring at her, because she does have the very stereotypical long, pointed elven ears of a full elf, Because she's gonna start getting defensive if people start staring too long.
Mm-hmm. And she's not, like, staring. It's like she sees you, double takes, and then it's like, oh, okay. Before she just kind of looks expectantly at Diava and then to Malayan. Is this your friend that you said would be able to help?
Well, we can try. I don't know how much we'll be able to do, but I figured maybe just a little help would be better than nothing, and if nothing else, we won't hurt.
Definitely, definitely. Milovaj, he's the boy I was telling you about. He's in the far room, on the past the living room, furthest door on the right when you're facing that direction. She's indicating the store over here.
Okay.
I will be in there shortly. Let me finish up and make sure that the house doesn't burn down. And she just goes back to, like, the stew at the table. Stew at the fireplace that she's handling.
Thank you. Gonna
Of course.
go on my little merry way all the way back over yonder.
All right.
And I'll follow along behind.
Okay. The rest of you, I kind of roughly assume. I know Irina's just, like, sat on the couch and is, like, reading to a group of children. If there's anything Yolanda or Jake, if there's anything y'all would like to do as far as interacting with anyone here, just let me know.
I think Yolanda, while she's here, she will offer to help cook. If that's what the lady's doing.
Okay. Yeah, she definitely could use some help.
Yep.
All right. Malayan and Diava opening the store. The bedroom is sparsely furnished. The floors are covered with dirt, and an old shovel lies on the floor at the foot of the bed. A sickly young man sleeps fitfully. He's covered in sweat from fever, and appears to have blood-mixed bile on his lips. His pallor is yellow, tinged, and deathly pale, and you see a number of bottles of various remedies, a small basin with a wash rag in it, and water, and a couple of other, like, herbs and that sort of thing around, along with notes from the good doctor, kind of detailing that rest would be the best remedy other than what he's already provided, and that generally just making sure that he is comfortable and that he's getting the medicine. The herbs are being mixed with broth to feed to him and that sort of thing, but he is not sure what's going on.
I would introduce myself and Malayan as a friend. Even if I don't think he's fully understanding myself, and just be like, we're here to try and help.
Mm-hmm.
And then what?
I was just gonna say he isn't responding at all. He does seem to be unconscious.
Can I run my own quick medicine check real fast?
Yeah. You're the only person that's seen him so far, so yes, definitely.
Can I help her? Never mind.
Well, you can. But with a 15, let me double check. Yes. This condition does not appear to be a natural sickness. This appears to be magical in nature, and you don't think it's contagious.
Okay. Yet. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna put my hand on him, kind of like to let him know that I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give him a light kiss on the forehead and cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
See if that helps.
Other than making his sleep a little bit more peaceful, it doesn't seem to lessen any of the effects he's experiencing. About 3 or 4 seconds after you kind of lean back and study him, he just
And still on chest, pushes him back down on the bed.
Mhm.
Don't get up. You're still sick. Just feel a little bit better.
he just kind of, his body slightly relaxes and he seems to fall back deep into sleep.
Do we know what he got into?
I did not ask. They just said that he was super sick, and I thought of you.
And-
Okay, he got into something with magic. A little bit above what I can do effectively. It might be best if we could find whatever's ailing him, what magically is ailing him, and get rid of that. But I don't know what that is.
Okay, well, thank you for trying. I just want to help, and these kids. Uh, I mean, I could have been this. I was abandoned. This. I don't like this. I just want to help, and I appreciate you helping me help them.
It's no worries. I'm not super smart on like what causes things like this, but I'm sure we can find it.
Could I do an Arcana check to see if there's something like physical or if there's something else that I would notice from my studies that might be causing these symptoms?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
With a 25, you definitely will be able to, if either of you have Detect Magic or someone else here has Detect Magic, you'll be able to get a read on the specific type and might even be able to determine the spell based on that roll. It appears to be some sort of curse rather than a sickness. Like a curse was placed on him. Just, you get a magic vibe.
I know as much as Malayan does with her medicine check.
No detect magic.
I don't either.
Only Jess was actually a Virgo.
Yeah, this is yeah, this is gonna be real fun.
Well, yeah.
I could use identify in this case, right?
If you want us to do it as a ritual, yeah, I'll let you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Identify sick child.
Identify. You have found a sick child.
This is
I have identify, so.
sapien.
Homo sapien.
Age 17. Gender male. Health deadly.
Yeah, I was like, I have identify, so I was just like, unless that works.
Yeah, you can spend the 10 minutes to cast Identify. It won't be as good as a Detect Magic. But between that and the two of y'all's rolls, definitely appears to be some kind of curse placed on him. The only other thing you're able to notice is there are some scratch marks in his bed frame.
Scratch marks? Can
Yeah,
I, like,
You just
take
kind
a
of,
closer look at those?
yeah, you noticed them when you did the kind of sat down to do the ritual. Honestly, you just kind of glanced up and noticed them, but they also pinged when you did the Identify. They seem to be connected in some way. Do you speak Infernal?
Let me go and check. I don't remember my characters. I do not.
You need Velsalis.
Too bad he's getting books.
Yeah. Wait, do I speak Infernal?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Jacob, does Franca speak Infernal?
Jacob's been super quiet.
Yeah, Jacob has been super quiet.
Jacob, I think, was busy with something, but I don't know.
Maybe he had to go AFK. I'm not sure.
Jacob, is your rough? Are you somewhere?
That should handle that.
Yeah, that's more effective, probably.
It's possible
for
he's
some reason
having some technical difficulties with the mic isn't working.
For some reason, Yolanda speaks Celestial and Infernal.
Oh, well, get in
Hey,
here!
sorry. I just got back. So what's up?
Oh, I was checking if Brackus spoke Infernal.
He doesn't.
Okay, to roughly catch you up on what's going on, I know you got stuff going on there. Y'all are kind of investigating the orphanage. There's a cursed kid here, and a bunch of kids have gone missing or ran away. One of the kids at this orphanage fell out of a upper story window and died recently. There's something going on with this place that's not on the level. But yeah, Seashells, if Yolanda speaks Infernal, they could definitely call you in there.
I would call anybody who might be able to speak this or read this language.
Sure. They had some old books at the monastery. I mean, I'm not great at pronunciation, but I can probably read it.
Reaches.
I'm wondering what the meaning is, because there's some sketchy shit right now. This boy is... Between the two of us, we've kind of determined that while we can't really help in the physical sense right this second, we have discovered that he is cursed.
Like, cursed, like
the
little guy's always talking about, or?
Yeah.
I can't say that, because I'm
This
also little.
That is cursed. Yeah, cursed.
This.
But, like, actually?
Could you read the words?
Yeah.
This scratching in the bed frame is indeed infernal, and it roughly translates to dark sleep.
Oh, yeah, that's very sketchy. I don't know anything about magic, but if I had to guess, I'm guessing some sort of sleeping spell thing.
What does it say?
It said dark sleep. Well, it's infernal, so it's like, it says like.
Take your inspiration.
They start speaking Infernal.
Take your
It's the best
inspiration.
that I can translate. Thank you.
Okay. Could I call one of the kids or anybody nearby that lives here and be like, has he been in this bed the entire time he's been sick? Has anybody moved him?
This little 4-year-old kid is the closest. Milovaj, yeah, he sleeps in here.
But has anybody moved him to a different bed?
No, this is his room.
Brackus? Can I use your big strongness for a minute?
Fine.
Big strongness.
Big strongness.
Well, okay. As Taylor, I had other choice words that I would use, but I don't necessarily want to make you guys feel uncomfortable yet.
Like you haven't already.
I mean, we already know I'm unhealthy, an unhealthy environment.
So I assume that you're moving him to a different bed.
I would try to move him, yes. Get him, maybe to the sofa where Irina is, sitting reading a book.
Okay.
Or just put a bedroll on the floor if everywhere else is occupied.
Just put a sick kid in front of all these toddlers that she's reading to.
No, okay, well, when you put it
A cursed kid, it's not the same thing.
He coughs up some bile to prove a point.
Am I going here?
Yeah, you can move him to like this room over here. This is Sasha's room, but she's not in there, obviously.
Can I look around to see if there's like any other scratching or anything else on this bed before we put him into the bed?
In Sasha's bed, make
Yeah.
an investigation check.
I help.
Yes.
Okay, I helped.
Yeah. In this one also says dark dreams or dark sleep.
All of the
Then I don't
beds have
put him in
this?
that bed. Take him out of the room.
Just put it. I have a bedroll, like in a blanket. I could put them on the floor somewhere.
Yeah. Sasha looks fine though. I mean, other than like that bruising on the arm.
Yeah, well, we're still gonna tell them about it and not use the beds.
Mm-hmm.
At least for the sick kid.
Okay, so what is this room?
That is like a storage area.
Let's go in there, away from the kiddos.
Okay. So you
What am I
My-
carrying?
the boy.
Put down my bedroll and a
Okay.
blanket.
Okay, so you have him in there for the time being. Y'all hear as you're passing him through the room. It's a little bit jarring just to hear someone go, "Cool." For a second, everyone was like, "Fucking Thorn's here." But no. You get him moved over to that room. Now that you have some more information, is there anything else y'all would like to do here? Because there are other floors.
I want to check other beds, just other than just those two. Or are there
I want to
multiple
help.
beds with?
Would you like to go upstairs and look around? Mrs. Velasco is the only other bed down here.
I want to check any bed, like literally every bed is how
All the beds.
Okay, would you like to ask her to check her bed?
Yes.
Okay.
And tell her why, like what we found.
She just gets like this really worried look on her face and like fishes a key out from tied as a necklace and quickly unlocks the door to her bedroom and leads you in there. And you see a couple things on your way in. She has I'm sorry. It's modest in broad standards. It's quite nice compared to the rest of the orphanage, just given that she takes. You can tell that she takes the time to keep it spotless and meticulously organized. There's a large bed, wardrobe, just drawers. There are two books resting on top of a table. One of them says Toxic Parenting, the Hurtful Legacy of Corporal Punishment, and the other one says Beyond the Morning Lord's Sight. But checking her bed, make an investigation check again. And I don't mind if y'all all just roll separately at this point, since you know what to look for. This bed does not have it.
All right.
But it doesn't look like this room is used for anything other than wake up, read, sleep, get dressed, and then go into the kitchen and cook for 24 kids.
Yeah. I'd let her know that her bed doesn't have any of the markings and then ask and tell her that we're going to go check the rest of the beds.
She heads up with you and tells any of the children that are not currently downstairs to head downstairs. She's trying to play it off like lunch will be soon, but you can tell she's like a little bit frightened and a little bit nervous, but she does manage to hustle. It seems like she got most of them to go downstairs so that y'all can investigate, and I'll go ahead and draw it up. She also relocks her bedroom. Alright, here's your second floor, guys.
All right, this is where Varakis will help us with military style going through these bedrooms.
Yeah.
Just what I was thinking.
Clear.
And checking beds, beginning wherever Brackus tells us to.
Yeah.
Which room would you like to check, Brackus?
We're going proximity, you know?
Okay, good plan. That'll definitely make it easier on me. All right, that room is the younger girls' dormitory. It contains 5 beds. On the investigation checks to check them, this room is empty.
One for every bed, or just
Just
the
one
room?
for the room. And I'm assuming that everyone is doing this, so anyone that rolls, anyone else can roll as well. Oh yeah.
I'll roll as well, just for the lulz.
A dichotomy! I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Yeah, that's
Fortunately,
wild.
that nat 20 was on the left.
And we'll keep Brackus' token on the screen for right now to indicate where the party is. If we need to move y'all up, we will.
Hoorah!
Yeah, each of those. Yeah, each of those beds. Also has dark sleep or dark dreams, whatever the translation is. Yolanda, it's been a while since you've been reading Infernal, but each of those beds has that scratched on there. I'm gonna let the 27 ride for the next stream as well.
Yay!
I'm gonna jump to the bookstore while they're up in here. Nice. I'm gonna jump to the bookstore for a brief moment. Give me a second to get those notes put up on the bookstore. They'll
Phone, right? Is that this room?
I'm sorry.
Bookstore?
No, Velsolis is separate from you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Jesus, I tried to pull up my own notes.
Wait, where's Velsolis?
He's in town. He's not with y'all. My brain right now, instead of going to my like Google Notes where I have this, I just typed in the Google search bar bookstore Velsolis.
Amazing.
I don't know why.
Also, I'm not gonna lie. I think I fell asleep.
Oh jeez.
Sorry.
I'm
This
sorry.
is what happens when we split the
No, don't. No, it's not you. This happens all the time. It'll be like 5 in the afternoon, and for some reason I'll be at my desk and I'll be like, I'm nodding off.
All
Or I
right.
went to go pet my cat and I lied down and I think I nodded off for like a minute.
I gotcha.
I'm okay though.
Okay. Heading into
Yeah.
the bookstore. It's a kind of quaint little shop near the center of town, near the town square, but just outside of it. No one's actually gone into the town square yet, funnily enough. But entry into the bookstore, Janovic and Sons. It's a quiet little shop other than the sound of quills scratching, and you see 3 boys aged like 16 up to like 30 at the back of the shop, all busily looking from one copy of a book and transferring onto paper, just in the midst of copying and binding and stuff. And then an elderly gentleman is walking around organizing stuff on the shelves, and he looks over to you. Hello, how can I help?
Hi. I was hoping to purchase some books.
Well, you've come to the right place. Anything in particular?
Mostly local history, whether it be for the town or the country as a whole.
Local history. All right. Take a look. He pulls a book down after a few minutes. It doesn't even have a title on the spine because it's too long. It says, "The rain in this plain falls mainly on the Fanes" by Father Lionel Petrov.
All right.
And he says, "This one's a little bit. I might have fallen asleep reading the first chapter of it, but it does deal with some history."
Mhm.
Let's see, what else do we have? And he kind of begins rummaging around as well.
Like the
Uh,
OG rap in Barovia.
Yeah.
Lionel Petrov.
Shit.
While he's doing that, can I look for books?
Yeah, definitely.
I was gonna just look for any general history stuff, and find any like uh any books that could help me with like any of like the supernatural stuff I should expect I should expect around here.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
You do find, in addition to that, a small 2-book set. One is titled Dr. Rudolf van Richten's Guide to Lycanthropy.
Mhm.
And the other one is titled Dr. Rudolf van Richten's Guide to Liches.
I'll I'll take a look at both.
I have to go back into. Jess, do you remember the title of that other book that you got from the bookstore that was history? By any chance? You do find another history book. I will get you the title of it here in a little bit. I have to find where I wrote it down.
Is it the historical fiction smut or the actual history?
I mean, there is smut mixed in, but no, this is actual Barovian history. I will find it in a little bit. As well, you do find a number of books on. There's like some books on natural sciences. There is another copy of that same kind of esoteric ritual demonology book that Yava found at the priest's house.
Mhm.
That you might be interested in, although you already have a copy of that. You find a book just simply titled Ghosts with an exclamation mark.
Oh,
Ghosts.
I'll take that one as well. Just purely because it's just the title alone is just like okay,
it has a very bad pencil drawing of a ghost on the front.
that's amazing. I
Uh,
can't wait to see what the fuck this book is.
it's a Goosebumps book.
Oh, I love it.
Probably. I'm just going to read some other titles that you see in here. There's one called Scare de Lune.
Mhm.
There's one called Tinker Tailor Soldier Crash Victim, a book on King Katsky's inventions by Leif Leipzig.
I'll take that one for Java.
There is Shrooms of Horrors.
What's that one?
It's pretty short. It seems to be a book on various molds and funguses that grow in Barovia.
Okay, next.
There is a book called Threaten the Devil You Know. There's a book titled Ashes to Ashes, Lust to Lust.
Yay!
No.
There it is.
Oh no.
The ever present ashes to ashes, lust.
Yeah. The titular. And then there's one more book that seems to be just a general guide to the flora and fauna of Barovia, and it will get you a advantage on nature checks about things in Barovia if you have time to use like a ritual almost.
Yeah, sure, I'll take that.
All right, so just to double check, you had Tinker Tailor, you had Rain in the Plains, Falls on the Fanes, you have the Nature book.
Mhm.
Do you want the 2 Van Richten books?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take this, sure.
You have Ghosts. Is there any other books you want?
Two.
It seems like a good amount of books.
It's roughly 15 gold worth of books based on the price tags.
God, I wish I could watch a bookstore and buy that many books.
So I just want to make sure I'm not missing any. So I have the Ghost, Tinker Book, Flora and Fauna, Plane That Falls, and a fucking long ass name.
Yeah.
And then the
It's
2 Van
Pain
Richten
Things.
books.
Mhm.
Am I missing any?
Oh, there was the other history book that I'll get you the name of if you want that as well.
Oh, yes, please.
And he'll throw in one of the smut books if you want one.
You know what? For funsies, sure.
Any particular title catcher interest?
Surprise me, but not Ashes to Ashes.
Okay. That's for later.
Hi, PP.
Total will cost
Look at my fat boy.
7 books. That'll cost you let's say 20 gold.
Okay.
And
If I'll pull out one of the gems from the jewelry box. If I give you one of these, can you give me change?
Sure, let me check.
Sorry. I know this. I know trading gems can always be a bit odd. I promise. It's more than with the books. It's
He pulls his glasses off his face and like holds it up to the light and looks into it. It's like, yeah, give me a moment. And he wanders to the
Go to an
back.
antique shop. Sorry.
He goes through a back door, apparently into a bedroom that's kind of hanging back there. And after a moment, he comes back out. And he also has a gem. It's a smaller gem that I'm getting pulled up.
Wacky cat.
It's just funny to me. You go into a bookstore and you're like, "Hey, do you want this jewelry box?"
Yeah. He has a 25 gold gem, and then he'll give you some gold to equal up to that.
All right. Yeah. So it should just be. You said that all the books were 20 gold or 25?
20 total. Actually, he'll
20.
give you 3, because I have 10 gold gemstones. He'll give you 3 blue quartz in exchange for whatever gem you gave him.
Yeah, sure. They don't specify, so.
Yeah. They're 50 gold gems. It's probably like a moonstone or sardonyx or something. All right. Well, get that done. And so that other title, sorry, is called Before Strahd: The Legend of Barovia Before Ravenloft Was Constructed.
Okay. Oh, and I couldn't find anything on like the local city.
Vallaki itself, no, but it might have some information in that one.
Okay.
Because that just seems to be like a
again?
general history. That one is called. Where'd it go?
Like
The Legend.
Barovia. Oh.
Yeah,
sorry.
Before Strahd: The Legend of Barovia Before Ravenloft Was Constructed.
Long title.
Sorry, slow that down?
I'll just paste it.
Please, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
These Barovian authors not have editors? Like, jeez.
No, they don't. The
Really?
problem.
They really need to shorten these names.
Fucking Lady Walker over here writing all this smut and never. She's the only one that has good names. You get a book called A Rose Amongst the Thorns as your smut book.
Okay.
On the cover.
I'm sorry.
It's on the cover.
It is a rose amongst thorns.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Is there like a synopsis?
Yes. So, looking, just glancing like through the first few pages, you find the general synopsis page. When a beautiful and resourceful young heiress is lost amongst the woods and then found by a group of savage druids, unable to speak their language, she nonetheless learns to tame the heart of their wild and dashing chieftain.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, there you go. As you're getting those paid for, and would you head to the inn or anywhere else in town, or head to the orphanage?
I'd probably head to the inn to drop the books off first, and then the orphanage.
Okay. All right. So, meanwhile, y'all have been investigating rooms. All of these beds. Let me double check on that before I tell you, but I believe. Yeah, all of those beds also have dark sleep, except for one.
Which one doesn't have it?
The bed in the far corner, closest to the window over here.
We ask Mistress, which I forget her name.
Velasco.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Who lives there?
If Yolanda wants to run down while y'all check the other rooms.
Yeah, Yolanda's fast.
Okay.
Is the map
She was
blurry
with.
for anyone else?
Is what?
Is the map blurry for anyone else?
It's blurry in parts of it for certain.
I had to zoom out and then zoom back in.
Yeah,
and then
it's kind of
Yeah.
finicky because it's I don't know. Taylor, if you're
Okay, there it is.
There you go.
It just didn't load right for some reason.
this room right here is a nursery, so there are like cribs in here. But Taylor, if you want to make me 4 more investigation checks with advantage, because you generally have a pretty good score on it. Okay. Every single one of the beds in this, including the little cribs, all have some variation of the rune saying dark sleep, dark dream, bad sleep, bad dreams. Yolanda talking to Miss Velasco, kind of giving her the location. She says, "I think that one is. It's either Cedric or Felix. Cedric was the boy who died, and it might be Felix. All of the other boys have. They said they were scared of what happened to Cedric, so they've been either sleeping downstairs or with the older boys. Felix is the only one who stayed in there."
Felix was the one who the other kids were creeped out by, right?
I guess he came to us. His parents were. I'm not sure if murdered is the right word. Ripped apart by some foul creature, and he was left there for a few days outside of town at their farm before he was found. So I understand that they might be a little bit frightened of him. He's gone through some traumatic things.
Do you mind if we try and talk to him?
Yes. And she starts kind of looking around, and oddly enough, Felix is not down here. And he's not upstairs.
Can't find him anywhere.
I'm gonna go back and check on Milovaj. See if he's gotten any better.
He doesn't look much better. Other than what your plus restoration was able to do.
So the saying, is it like it's carved into the wood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I take my wood carver's tools and just like fuck that shit up, like to like make it not readable, make it disappear?
Yeah, and honestly, it's you have like a planer and you can just like scrape it off. It's not very the carvings are not very deep. So you can just walk by each bed and just like push and like scrape that part off.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. So you spend your time doing that. Yeah, Yolanda, Felix is not downstairs. Guys, y'all haven't seen him on this floor.
We have a missing boy.
How many kids are at this orphanage?
Right now, it looks like there's about I will say up until the 4 have gone missing / deaded. Every bed here was filled. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $29.
9-ish.
Mm-hmm. So currently,
I can see why one person would have a heart.
yeah. And like the teens help her out, but that's only so much, especially because Milovaj is down.
Have we checked the attic yet?
Is there an attic?
There is another set of stairs that leads up, yeah, to a trapdoor.
We're gonna go up there.
I'll grab your token. If y'all would move all your tokens together for me.
Okay.
Ah, fuck.
Oof. Where?
Anywhere. I'm just going to grab them so I can move them to the 3rd floor, rather than... I'm just trying to make it convenient for y'all. That's all.
Alright, Malayan is joining the group.
Alright. I'm leaving Irina downstairs. Alright, you head up the stairs, pushing your way through the trapdoor. This attic is rather barren of furnishings and otherwise choked with dust and cobwebs. There are a few random piles of clutter, but nothing much of significance. At the far end of the room, by the attic's only window, you see a small boy sitting in a lone chair silhouetted by the incoming light. And he, seems like he's carving on, making this little, wooden doll. He's got, this small little, paring knife from the kitchen. He's just, whittling a doll.
Hi, are you Felix?
He doesn't look up. He says, yeah.
We were wondering where you were.
Why?
Well, everybody else is downstairs.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Making a toy.
Can I see?
He just, without looking up, he just, holds it up, and it's just, this crude little humanoid shape. Then he, goes back to, whittling on it with the knife.
I'm gonna pop eyes at the grave real fast. Just to make sure there isn't anything funky going on in here.
17 zombies. No. Eyes of the Grave is for undead, right?
E.
Yeah, no undead.
Okay. Nothing in the line's gonna be outwardly against
Yeah.
Kurt.
Just creepy child.
Who are you?
I'm Yava. I was here to check on find out what's been happening. I heard a lot of people have been going missing, and I heard that one of your friends died.
Yeah. I don't see why everyone was so upset when Cedric died. I saw his body. He only bled a little bit. My parents bled a lot more than that. I'm fine.
Do you know what happened to Cedric? Can you tell me?
He fell.
How did he fall?
I don't know. He must have looked out the window too far.
I'm insight checking the child.
Insight check the
me
child.
too. I'm also keeping an eye out for anything odd in the room.
Other than the child.
Other than the child, I'm basically kind of trying to watch our asses.
Yeah, so Yolanda, as he's carving, you hear him say the line about he must have looked too far out the window, and he just very slightly smiles to himself.
Up. Okay.
Do you want to come downstairs with us?
No, I can stay up here and carve on this.
Do you know anything about the little carvings that are on everybody else's bed? You seem to have a knack for it.
I didn't do anything.
I didn't say you did, but do you know anything about it?
Nope.
Do you know what kind of magic that... Oh, shit, I forgot his name. Milovaj?
Nope.
Do you know if you got any good magic? Are you lying to me?
Nope.
Can I...
Yeah.
Is my
Yeah, he is.
You know, my mom always tells me to tell the truth,
Yolanda
and I don't like that you're lying to me.
Yolanda is quietly having a morality crisis.
Should I punch the child?
Yeah, like, how else do I deal with problems?
That's true. I didn't do anything.
I don't believe you on that.
He just stops carving.
Look, buddy, I just want to know what happened. All I want to do is help.
He doesn't look... he doesn't turn his head up to face you, but he does do that creepy thing where his eyes just travel up to look at you.
Oh, great.
I'm not afraid to hit a child.
Y'all are annoying.
Shit.
Y'all are annoying me. Y'all should leave.
No, I don't think we should.
I don't want you to get hurt and look out a window and fall. That would not be good.
What?
I don't want you to fall
Are
out
you
a window.
threatening to push me out of a window?
Nope.
Because it sounds like you're threatening to push me out of a window. I think Vrockus should deal with him.
I don't know if that's a good idea either. I don't know. Is there anything else in the room besides the creepy child?
Make a perception check.
Yeah. I would like to do that, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sitting right here, there's a small little locket sitting on a broken piece of furniture. and then another knife, and 3 more carvings. One of them appears to be a female form with a very tight bun.
Yolanda's gonna go over there and grab the knife. I don't think this child should have knives.
Taking my things.
I don't. Why do you have a knife? I didn't do that intentionally, but.
What does he have? A knife!
No! Oh my god, why does he have a knife?
Put my stuff back. Please.
How about you talk to us and then we'll give you your stuff back?
No. Just put it back. Put it back.
I'm gonna hold a sacred flame, and if anything fucking moves towards Yolanda or towards any one of us, I'm releasing that motherfucker.
The light coming through the attic's far window begins to dim, seemingly of its own accord.
I'm gonna be reaching into the bag of holding for my gloves to put back on.
Yolanda, I would. Yolanda? Ryan's like frantically like, back here, back here, back here.
Put him back.
I'm taking the knife. I do not think this child should have a knife. You have clearly not been putting these to good use. I don't think you should have this.
A dark putrid smoke begins to exude from Felix's skin, spill from his nose, mouth, eyes, ears, wafting from his body as an impenetrable shadow. The boy's body slumps forward and the shadow begins to take form, arms stretching out from the central mass and solid black claws. A demonic face appears to grin through the shadow, bearing rows of razor-sharp teeth. Go ahead and Sacred Flame it. That will... Just give me a second. Let me get this on the screen at the same time.
Should we roll initiative?
Probably. I mean, you are attacking him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're hitting a small child. No.
Well, I think the thing exited
At this point, it is past a child.
I know.
Sorry,
A dex save 15. It's a fail. 5 radiant damage. Good to know. It's very unfortunate for you.
Very unfortunate for me. Meep.
Well, shit.
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no?
I rolled a 20 on initiative.
I rolled a 21.
Oh, nice.
It's not showing up.
So good.
Because I forgot to select the...
And, Rakis.
Brackus has stepped out.
Oh. Okay, I will roll for him. Well, actually I can't, so he'll just roll when he gets back. For now, he's not here. Alright, well, Yolanda, this thing just, spilled out of Felix.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
I would like to Radiant Fist. Punch.
Okay.
Light.
The Radiant Fist is,
Damn it.
ranged. So it will
Yes, it
have
is.
disadvantage, and 12.
Wait, why?
You're within 5 feet of him.
Am?
She moved back.
Oh, it's not on the screen.
It should. My token is.
It's showing you right here. Oh.
Yeah, you're back with the rest of us.
Oh, never mind. Go for it. Yeah, it was still showing it up here. I apologize. Yeah, that hits.
I was just like, fine, updated.
Oh wait, no, that still doesn't hit. It's a 12.
Yeah, it's a 12. I'm like, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna burn a key point to do that two more times.
Okay, no problem.
'Cause,
That
There we
hits. All right.
8 and then more. 'Cause,
Oof.
Can I use my inspiration, please?
Yeah.
I would like to take that crit, please.
Okay.
I don't know how that works.
Just if you roll, it should count it. If not, yeah, there we go. Nice. Casual, nearly 20 points of radiant damage in one turn. Nice.
Ellen is like, nope, 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 nope.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, as a reaction, Yolanda, can you make me a charisma save?
No.
Yes.
I can't. No, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Y'all see a tendril of smoke drift across the floor as Yolanda's punching the air. Kind of grab onto Yolanda's ankle. Yolanda, as far as you know, you get to still attack on your turn. This might not be the people you want to be attacking.
Cool.
And after a second, it disappears. Yolanda, would you make a strike against Vracus?
Strength check?
No, a strike, sorry, like a hit.
Yeah. Okay, I figured.
While I pull up his character sheet since he's not here.
Oh no. That probably doesn't hit.
Oh no.
Oh
That's
no, his AC is 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Make your second strike.
is it... Did I get another turn somehow via...
It's his turn.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So, yeah.
That still misses. Alright. Well, Malign, it's your turn. You don't see the demon thing.
Yolanda, why are you hitting Gracchus?
She's just like kicking his shin.
Attempting to kick him, yeah.
I'm gonna hold another sacred flame if I see the motherfucker again. I'm just looking, I'm very confused.
Okay. Yeah,
Is the little boy there now?
he's unconscious in the chair.
Okay. Crap hole. That changes shit.
I take it we're fighting ghosts.
You're fighting me currently.
Nope, he's not fighting anybody.
Oh no, I'm having a lovely walk.
Yeah.
Just having a smoke and a lovely walk outside.
I'm going to be like, I'm sorry, and I'm going to oh fuck. Okay. So move out this way, and I'm going to
Non-lethal damage, please.
what?
Non-lethal damage, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna shock my poor little halfling friend, seeing if maybe I can get the crap hole out of her.
What out of me?
The stupid little like we saw it emerge from the kid, right?
Yeah, it came out with the kid.
And then it disappeared near her.
Yeah, it like latched onto my leg or something, like a tendril.
And
vanished.
now she's attacking Vallaki, so I'm gonna be like, yep, this thing's not okay, and I'm gonna do the thing that I think might help, which is, crap. I don't know if this is gonna work or if it's gonna go against
Just try it.
Rhonda, but I'm gonna do a Mind Sliver.
Okay. Meanwhile, the owl Kai just flies through one of the windows.
Like, your friends are dying.
So
I don't know. Sorry, I don't know why the idea of just like this small owl just shattering a window.
yeah. Seashells, go ahead and make the save.
It's a good choice. My intelligence isn't very high.
Would you make an athletics check for me?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Not you. I'm sorry. Vilsolis, would you make an athletics check for me?
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, I roll well on that.
Yeah.
Question: does me having cunning action at all, letting me be able to dash twice, affect this at all?
Yeah. Roll with advantage, and then I'll keep that in mind. I'm just trying to figure out how many rounds it would take for you to get here.
13 either way.
Um,
I'm not a strong person.
This was the first round. When Kai went out, he'll get to you at the end of this round. It'll take you 2 rounds to get to them. So if they're still going at it.
Okay. I doubt it.
Don't make it sound like we're having an orgy.
Right.
You make it sound like you're having a what?
Go ahead and add to your own counter, Seashells. Not us tonight.
I don't think I have a counter for this game.
No. Well,
Oh, you should.
Well, so far I haven't needed one.
No, we probably need a
Okay.
this murder counter.
I can move 90 feet a turn. I just realized.
Well, 90 feet a turn. Let's do it at the end of the next turn. You'll get to the bottom floor.
Oh no, sorry. No, I'm fine with it being the 2 turns. I was just doing the math because I was like, how fast can I move? Because
No.
I can dash, I can cunning action dash, and then I have my regular move, and that's 30 feet a pop. So
Yeah, I forgot about dash. So yeah, at the end of the turn, at the end of this turn order, you'll get right here. So when it gets back to 20, you can start moving upstairs.
Okay.
Hey guys, you there?
Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna have to bow out. I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
But I'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
Best of luck to you.
Safe.
Yeah, thanks.
Well,
You doing okay?
I'm not sure.
I believe I have a sheet somewhere.
It's on D&D Beyond, but I can send you a link to it real quick.
He sent a link in the group chat.
I'm pretty sure you sent a thing in the server.
Oh, okay. Well, if you wanna grab it from there, it's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, you tried to cast Mind Sliver. Didn't seem to affect Seashells. Make another charisma save for me. This will be at the kind of end of your turn. So if you get out of this, you're out of it, but that will be your turn.
Yep. Please.
I'm sorry. Alright, you kind of want to punch Yava now.
Oh, fuck me.
He's not using your key points yet, though.
Yet?
Yeah.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Doesn't hit.
Bonus action smack.
Yep.
Still doesn't hit.
Alright.
Good armor. That's good.
Well, I also have a shield, so...
I'm just punching metal.
Alright. Well, Lion, it's your turn. You were holding an action. Did you want to release it?
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm gonna cast a Sacred Flame at you. Actually, no. I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead
Okay.
at Yolanda.
Wisdom
Non-lethal
save.
damage. Non-lethal damage. I'm just hoping that if I attack you and we get damage done, you'll get to make another save.
I mean, you have to do something.
Wisdom save, please.
Can you do non-lethal damage with spells?
Not typically, but she saved again.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I'm rolling really good at this as this possessed thing.
That is something that we can discuss at a different juncture, but yeah. I would say you could attempt with an Arcana check.
Me?
I don't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter for this case.
Take me out, please.
I shall roll an Arcana.
No. I was saying if you get someone to non-lethal.
Okay, yeah.
Yava.
Oh, me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna poke her with a stick.
Yep.
Non-lethally, like stab her in a toe or something.
Okay.
Those are...
Stabbing.
No,
Remember,
That's
I've got
Jesus.
dying, and it's
Doesn't
ranged in a bonus action.
Oh, I'm sorry. Velsolis, would you roll initiative for Brackus?
Sure.
Sorry.
Let me know when you want me to roll initiative as well.
After. Oh, this is Taylor's turn. Unless she's doing anything else, you can roll initiative, and you're at the bottom.
Okay, I need access to his token.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Although we can't hit for shit right now. Like,
nope.
we've been going and going. Like, we can hit the monster, but we can't hit the thing that the monster's possessed. Which I'm sorry.
We're too afraid to hurt her friend.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, Yolanda has not been rolling great for attack rolls so far, so...
Okay, you should be able to control it now. Alright, Seashells, make another charisma save.
I had to do my least good thing.
An 11 is not enough, I'm sorry.
Eh.
Oh my gosh. Alright, punch the shit out of Yava again.
Yep. Just punching metal like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
That hits.
Okay. Sorry.
Roll max for it.
Yep.
Or almost max, sorry.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I have a thingy for this.
Do you have shield?
I do have shield.
Do you want to use shield?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a +5 to your AC. So that one doesn't hit. Make your second strike. And then, Jean-Pierre, I'm not seeing your second, I'm not seeing the Velsolis initiative.
17 doesn't hit, right?
Sorry, I was trying to fix Kai's token.
Gotcha.
I forgot to change it to the little owl griffin, so now it makes more sense why he why he fucking
Smashed
busted
through
up the
a window.
window.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Does it matter if what I rolled, or do I need to, or is the 11 just leaving it like that fine?
I'll change this to 13 because you'd be going before Jess for
I was
Dex.
okay. I wasn't sure.
Speaking of which, it is your turn. I'm wondering how fast Velsolis can get upstairs. 5, 10. But you. So it'd be 5, 10. Should put you here. 15 to here. Wait, 15 to here, sorry. And then continuing up the stairs. The door to the attic is right here. Yeah, you can easily make it up there in that turn.
Nice.
So I would say just shunt yourself out like right here.
Where?
Like here beside Yava, probably.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with just waiting until my turn to do that, since I just got here.
That it was your turn.
Oh, it is
It is
mine.
your
Okay.
turn, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
No,
didn't
no,
realize.
it's no problem. That was me not explaining that fully because I had the initiative order looking weird.
Just go between.
So I would just in like dash and everything. So dashing and cunning action dashing, I'd be able to make it up
I
here.
think it's just a single dash, you'd be fine.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just use cunning action. Sword in hand. And I guess as I'm running up, I'll just activate Armor of Agathis.
Okay. So you've armed with Agathis up.
Mhm.
You run upstairs, you don't see anyone other than a child, and everyone in the room looking super confused.
It went into Yolanda.
And with that, Malayan, what would you like to do?
We're gonna try to toll the dead again.
Gosh, I love that the component for Armor of Agathis is a literal cup of water.
Mm-hmm.
Splash yourself.
Just spit in your hand.
Yolanda, have you taken a hit?
Nope. Except I'm about to because I rolled a 6.
Hey, did they add a bunch of new icons to for tokens?
I added them.
I have
Oh.
damage.
Yolanda, you actually take 1 damage.
Okay. I assume that's for possession because of possession reasons.
Yeah, some of it's transferring. And you can make another charisma save for me.
Okay. I've taken 1 point. Please just roll well.
That's how it always worked. If we knock you down, I'll get you back up, girly.
Yeah. All right. Jump here for Vracus.
So we're just trying to get it out of her. Is that what I'm to understand?
Yep.
Yolanda is attacking you.
Well, she's attacking me.
But yes, Vracus was here to see all this.
Okay.
She has also attacked Raucus, or attempted to.
I guess I'll just have him attack with just non-lethally.
Okay.
At this point, don't even worry about non-lethal. Just that'll hit.
Yeah,
That's
9.
9.
So 4 to you.
Oh.
Give me a
Well,
second.
sorry, I thought I got tokens confused for a second. I was looking at chat and then I got confused. Sorry,
Okay.
I meant to move him. I didn't realize he was there.
A little good. I'm trying to count in my head real quick.
9 damage.
Jesus,
And
there we
then
go.
and then he'll use his bonus action to try and, like, I guess knock and then just.
Yeah. Nice. Another 2 points to Seashells.
5 points, right? Or no?
You take you're taking half, almost like your resistance, so you get you only take 2 damage.
The silvered spear doesn't do anything?
No.
Okay. So instead of 9, it would be
4 and
5
then
or
2.
4. 4 and 2.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yava.
Does she get to make another save?
Oh yeah, she got hit. 2 more saves actually.
Oh, okay. 1.
Fuck!
Okay. So
Quickly,
yeah.
technically Kai would go next. Can I just have him just dash up?
Oh yeah. Back upstairs.
If
All right. So, yes, Kai gets upstairs. Yava, you just kind of like... You wake up to Vrackus just clocking you over the head with the back of his spear.
Ow! The
You'll,
hell, dude?
you'll see the shadowy tendril go back to Felix, lock onto him, and the demon spills back out of him. Kai dashes back up. I believe that would be to Yava.
Yeah. Okay. Gimme? Thank you. Sorry, my mouse was being stupid. Okay, now that it's fucking out. I am going to firebolt.
Fireball! No.
Firebolt, not a ball.
Okay. That definitely hits. Six damage. Okay. Doesn't seem to do as much as you thought it would. The shadow kind of just absorbs some of it. But you did hit it. Which is more than we can say for that first couple of rounds of combat.
Yeah.
Alright. Any bonus action or movement?
Give me a second, I have to read something. Seeing as it just attached itself to Yolanda and it was hard as hell to get it out of her, I would cast Sanctuary on her.
Sanctuary on Yava. Or on Yolanda.
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and link that into the description, and Seashells, you can take your turn.
Okay, I don't know what that does, but okay, thank you. That's the
How do
cutest
I-
token I've ever seen. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
How do I...
There should be a button that just says post description.
Where it says display.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I think it's like disadvantage on attacks if I'm remembering correctly.
If it tries to make an attack, it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Or choose a new target. Gotcha. But if a word teacher makes an attack, casts a spell that affects any enemy, or deals damage to another creature, the spell does end. So, I don't know if Yava would say something like that.
But I want to attack it. I can't do anything otherwise.
I'm just trying to protect you!
I know, but it's my turn.
So is Yava's Sanctuary just throwing like this big ass like blanket shield on someone?
It's more like pixie dust falls on her.
Okay.
Part of me was hoping it's just a sticker that says good job.
The component is a small silver mirror, so maybe you just hold the mirror towards the... They see the reflection, they're like, oh shit, like on Jurassic Park. Alright, well, it's up to you, Seashells.
I mean, I guess I just hold punch, radiant punch.
Okay. Hold one of the radiant bursts. What's the condition?
Condition is Yava telling me I can.
Okay, so you're gonna hold a radiant punch until Yava says hit someone?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, this thing's gonna move up. Yeah, that does seem better. Alright, Yava, I'm attacking against you. It's 17 on the die. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Alright. You will take... Okay. 13 points of necrotic damage.
punch it now?
Get punching now.
Okay,
Alright,
I'm
shoot.
gonna punch it now.
Yeah, it didn't even do anything other than just look at you and smile, and you just took damage. Yava, go ahead and roll your attack. Nice.
You get stuck.
Nice job.
Can I make my bonus action attack, or is that not how this works?
Not with a held action.
Okay.
Once you get extra attack will kick in, but other than that, no.
Never mind. That's all then.
All right. Well, Belsolis, this thing has moved up. You can see what they're facing now. It's attacked Yava.
Can I make like an Arcana check or history check or something like that to see if like I've read about anything like this before?
Yeah, Arcana, history, or religion.
Luckily for you, I'm good at all those things.
Is that
I'm gonna
lucky
do
for me?
history. I'm gonna do history because I have advantage.
All right. Oh yeah, that's true. It doesn't even matter. Yeah.
Doesn't?
This thing does appear to be some sort of shadow fiend. Looks to be a demon, rather than a devil, but it's probably got the same resistances that a demon does. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, pretty much anything elemental, and obviously non-magical attacks aren't hurting it that much. It's probably not going to be hurt by necrotic or poisoned. And it seems to have a life drain. It just healed up a little bit when it attacked Yava. Other than that, you know that they like to possess things and feed on people until they die.
Question: can I take this holy water flask and like coat my my rapier and attack? See if that would help overcome any resistance.
Yeah. I'll let it overcome the resistance for an attack.
Well, I'll instead of the rapier, I'll have it be like a dagger.
Okay.
Because I'll just like as he walks up, as he like kind of moves up, he'll just with his tail just flick up 2 daggers, one for each hand, and just kind of like run up and just kind of just sink them both in.
Okay.
Which-
14 just hits. Well, you have
advantage. Yeah.
it'd be right here to get flanking, but you can move right there. If you want. Yeah, I don't, it's weird, but it's opposite because it has to cut through the center.
No, that makes sense. I always forget if it's like that with bigger things or not.
And I do believe we said it was a bonus action for the holy water.
Oh, so it would just be the first attack.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Roll an extra D4.
Okay. 1.
16 points of damage to him, and it didn't seem to resist it at all. But unfortunately, the holy water is used up at that point.
No, because I was gonna say that would use up all the holy water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to keep it from mechanically being as good as a magic weapon.
No, that's fair. I wasn't sure if it would work like an oil or anything, because I know that's a thing.
Yeah, you could probably process some holy water oil.
Or poison or something. Okay, I just wanted to ask for future.
Yeah, and we can definitely talk about that too. Alright, that was movement, bonus action, and attack. Alright, Malayan.
Guiding bolt.
Okay.
No hesitation this time. We're going with a guiding bolt.
You said your guiding bolts were like green, right?
Yes, they are.
Here, have a leaf. Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Yeah.
Is it dead?
Nearly, yeah.
Cast it at higher. Casting it at second level. Yeah, we're gonna take that.
Jesus.
Yay!
Yeah, it
Awesome.
wasn't even bloody, but now it's near death.
Woo!
And whoever attacks it next has advantage.
Yeah, that's true.
That
Alright.
would be.
That
would be
that would also be you.
Stab.
Hit.
Stab.
Hit.
13.
Okay. Takes.
But,
Yeah, half.
maybe like what? 7? 6?
6. Alright. That was my bonus action attack. Does Kai do anything?
Range. I will give. I will have give Yolanda help. I'll give her the help action.
Okay.
With my 40 points of damage, I'm gonna go get a snack.
Okay. You burned it.
Yes.
Burned it.
Actually, I will say it is going to take reaction since it did get smacked pretty hard. It's going to try to hit you, Vasilis, just because you actually have hurt him pretty good. 17 to hit.
That does hit.
Alright. It's not using the green on you. Actually, no, it is, because it needs to heal up after that hit.
Ooh.
Pretty shitty. 10 points of necrotic.
Would that be affected at all by anything?
I'll say with this, no.
Okay. I was just curious for future reference.
Mhm.
Alright, well that's all the temp HP.
Alright. Oh, it
and
did
take
hit you.
10
It is going to take, yeah, it's going to take the
10 cold damage.
10 gold. So it effectively did not heal itself at all. That's really fucking funny. Alright, Yava.
Well, I'm gonna stabby stab.
Forget about the fucking armor. This.
I'll be right back.
That hits. It's actually a crit. One-handed because of the shield. It's a +1 spear. 9 points. How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
After its face got blown off by a guiding bolt.
Yeah.
The hole in which the guiding bolts like just pierced, I'm just gonna kind of push my spear in and just be like, go away, icky.
It does go away. Instead of like exploding outwards or just falling to the ground or anything, it just kind of turns into a pool of shadow and starts retreating back towards the locket. Actually, no, I'm sorry, back towards the boy. And just disappears back into unconscious Felix.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yes.
Any bonus actions, Yava?
No, I don't think I have anything.
Velsolis, from your crit earlier on the history, it probably has a home source from which it's possessing people. That locket is kept close to it. It's probably that. Given that you have crit. Alright,
Are we still in initiative?
yeah, we are. Anything Seashells wants to do? You do have the help action still.
I mean, if assuming that Vilsolis, says that out loud about the locket, maybe Yolanda will go over and like try and smash the locket with her stick, I guess.
Okay.
Don't know.
Roll an attack with advantage.
Advantage.
Mm-hmm. The burb is helping.
Oh,
16
right, the burp.
hits.
Yep.
Roll damage. All right. It's starting to break. You smack it, it unclasps itself and opens up, and you can see some writing and some weird language on it.
Ooh, gross. Is it still infernal?
It is not. You said you speak Celestial, right?
Celestial and infernal.
Yeah, in Celestial engraved on the
Oh,
When she happens to have both languages.
on the inside it says "Let darkness hide from the gaze of the light."
yeah. This thing is I know we like to say things are cursed a lot, but this thing is definitely cursed. Can I punch the locket?
Yeah.
I can't. It's more like me reaching out and
Tapping on it.
smashing it, but yeah. Essentially. I assume a 22 hits the locket.
Yes. Does a little bit more to it. Probably needs one more good hit, guys. That is your turn. Vasilis, you're up next. You could also very supernatural style salt and burn it.
Yeah, well, Yolanda's solution to most things is just punch it, so.
I mean, that's fair.
I do has a sacred flame.
That would work too. Gosh, what if Sacred Flame was just throwing salt and gasoline on someone and then a match?
That would be messed up.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It seems like a very supernatural themed campaign
Yeah.
idea.
Alright, shit. Vasilis, would you like to do anything towards the locket, the boy, anything?
Did you forget that he stepped away for a minute?
Yes, I did. Well, I'll let
Cool.
Malayan Sacred Flame it. Thank you for telling me. Well, it can't make a dexterity save, so...
It's
Yeah.
a locket.
Yeah.
Holy
It
fire. Whoa.
kind of shrivels and you see the shadow start leaking again from the boy, but this time it is dissipating rather than coalescing into something. The light within the room starts to become a little brighter. The boy, Felix, gasps coming to consciousness, spills out of the chair, tumbling backwards, and then curls up into a little ball and begins to sob.
I would run to go and console the boy.
She's also a giant dragon, but
I'm not. I don't think I'm giant.
no, you're a medium-sized dragon, but still a child.
He's just mindlessly crying, not even looking at any of you.
Okay, I'm pretty giant. I am 6'2".
Jesus.
To be fair, most of the kids there are probably taller than both Malayan and Galanda.
Yeah.
Well,
Not this one.
Yeah.
Alright, well.
I thought most kids were 4'6" by that age.
Oh.
By 7?
Hello?
Hey,
I'm back.
they killed it.
Right.
They broke the locket. And I forgot that you had left. Because I kept asking if you wanted to help.
I mean, I would have, yes, but apparently they did it fine without me.
They did. They had
I
Sacred Flame.
assumed that you would tell us that the locket was cursed or whatever. So
Yeah, I probably would have suggested a less brute force way of dealing with it, but hey, if it works.
Seemed like it
I
did.
mean, Yolanda's method was whacking it with a stick.
Well,
I have
This
no
is your
idea.
solution to most things.
yeah.
Wait until candy comes out.
Well, you now have a very traumatized, sobbing child and a broken locket. And probably a lot of people downstairs wondering what the hell they were hearing.
God, my head hurts. What the?
I'm gonna go back downstairs and check on Milivage again.
Okay.
And I tried like bringing the kid downstairs. I'm not very strong. I might have Baracus do it.
Rakus will help you out.
But
I like the
Baracus
idea that
is scary.
If
Even-
only to flex muscles.
I don't know why, but I had the imagery of Rakus just using his telekinesis to just throw the kid down the stairs.
Oh,
Catch him at the last second.
Yeah. Like he's not like throwing him like he tumbles down the stairs. He's carrying him, but he's like not being very careful and just kind of borderlines just like yeets him down with like a lot of like velocity.
Yolanda could probably carry him. He can't weigh that much.
I mean, I could probably carry him, but I didn't think I was
There's
gonna.
no need for yeeting.
Oh no, I'm not saying that's what he does or anything. I just had that imagery
It's a
in my
very
head
funny
for a
image.
second.
Well,
The Solus is gonna like have Yolanda stay up here for just a moment.
all right.
After while everyone's like doing their stuff.
I'm gonna go ahead and drag y'all. Milan, you go get downstairs first and be able to go check on Milivage. I lost Taylor in the process. All right. So Vilsils, Yolanda.
Can I roll anything to see if there's any like residual anything or if she's like basically give her like a checkup essentially.
Okay. Let's do medicine or Arcana.
Okay. I'm gonna do Arcana because would this work with Hunter's Bane?
Yeah, I'll let you use Hunter's Bane for it. 17.
Mm.
There doesn't seem to be anything in residual. Other than a small bit of where she actually like physically punched the locket trying to break it. There is definitely like a dark stain that doesn't fit with like the material she punched.
Mm.
But it seems to be fading. It doesn't seem like there was prolonged contact.
Mm-hmm.
And
Should I not have punched the locket?
I mean, maybe.
Take it from me, touching objects like this is typically not for the best. Usually need to have some sort of protection, warding, a stick. Bloody hell, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have that much experience with demon lockets, so
Well, to be fair, that's honest. This is kind of general cursed item. Trickery.
I don't have a whole lot of experience with those either.
That's fair. I just wanted to make sure everything. Yeah.
Yep, no, good idea. So I
everything
don't
was
appear
alright.
to be cursed.
No, you seem to be a-okay.
Alright.
Milan walking into the room where Milivage is being kept. It seems like he's kind of sweating profusely, but that's a good sign in this case. It seems like his fever broke.
Alrighty, you just need to stay in bed for a few more days. I think we just took care of the problem that you were having. Drink a lot of water. Drink some hot broth. Don't do anything too crazy.
Ow.
Yeah, it's gonna feel rough for a little while.
What happened?
You know, I'm not exactly sure. The young one, I think they called him Felix. I'm not sure. He was possessed by something. We took care of it. I think he's okay too. He was breathing, but
Did they find the boys?
the boys. What boys?
I told Felix to sell the locket and pay to send someone for the boys. They went missing.
Oh. We're looking into the missing boys. I'm not sure what happened to them. We didn't know much about that. But Felix is upset. But he's better now. Whatever was possessing that locket, it's gone too. I think.
I got it a few days ago and started feeling bad.
I'm sorry, Parker, I missed that.
He said I got it a few days ago and started feeling bad.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a not nice thing to work with. But you should be feeling better now. Add a few more blankets, it'll help you sweat the fever out.
Why am I in the pantry?
That's right.
Well, we saw something written in Infernal in your bed, so we moved you to another bed, and then found that one had in writing as well, and we were worried that the writing was connected to it, so we put you in a place that didn't have the Infernal writing on a bed. I don't know why we put you in the pantry, though, and not on, I don't know, the couch.
He just seems very confused and passes out.
I stalk.
Yolanda comes down and, oh, does that mean I can have my bedroll back?
Yeah, we get him moved back.
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause
We might need to clean his, though. It was disgusting.
Yeah, probably. Although
you know what?
half
I
of that
can
is
get a new
dirt.
bedroll. I can get a new bedroll, I think.
I could clean it with some magic if you need.
Or that.
Yeah, that'd probably be helpful.
Yeah, he'll just clap his hands and just use prestidigitation to clean it.
Anyone else that's kind of just standing around, you've noticed that at this point, given all the noise and kind of crashing that was going on upstairs, Irina has had to take the role of entertainer and is doing a dramatic retelling of a story that's basically Hansel and Gretel with a name swap. But she's doing a dramatic reading of it to all the kids while the caretaker just paces back and forth nervously as y'all all come downstairs and just don't talk to them.
Oh, yeah.
I would like bring the boy like away from the rest of the kids, probably towards what's her fucking face that I can never fucking remember her name.
We'll ask her.
Baklava.
Baklava.
No, it isn't.
Lady Baklava.
Close, but not at all close.
And then is the like try to console the little boy and see if I can get any information, like if he remembers anything or if it's just like
He's just like, you just get a little bit, he's like, I didn't mean to push him, I didn't want to.
what?
I didn't mean to push him, I didn't want to.
Oh
Yeah,
my
this demon made him kill another child. This is one traumatized little boy.
Welcome to Curse of Strahd.
Yep.
He's gonna need some therapy.
Yep. It
Where
may
did-
not exist in this world.
I try to ask him where it's okay. Hey, we know it wasn't you. Where did you get the locket?
Milavage?
Okay, you eat some food and calm down. And then I'm gonna go over there and talk to that
Who's unconscious?
Passed out.
guy. Boop!
Make sure the kid drinks
Then he
some
wanted
water.
the younger one to sell the locket to find the boys. That might be connected to our missing kiddo's case.
But where did he get the locket from?
I didn't think to ask that.
Didn't he just say where he got it from?
Nope.
Nope. The little boy said he got it from Milavage. Malayan, who was talking to Milavage, didn't ask.
Oh, Milvage is the name of that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't here for that.
Is there any way we can like?
Shocking grasp.
Can you do the thing where you boop him and just like? I mean, I could give him a little healing, but I'd be kind of tapped out on my magic.
I'll give him a tap and healing word.
Okay. Hey, bitch, wake up. Wake up.
That's a boop on the nose with the finger. That's not a forehead kiss. That's only respiration.
How do you do a long range boop? You got this, sweaty.
You just say the word boop. The word.
Your healing word is boop. Alright, so he does wake up after a second of, like, fighting to stay asleep.
Hey, I'm super sorry. Where did you get the locket?
This lady with weird ears told me to use it to find the missing kids, and I had to get her some bones from the church.
Lady with weird ears?
Yeah, I took the bones to. She made me drop them off at the coffin makers.
You
Did
remember?
she have ears like mine?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh?
What other lady do we know here who has ears like mine?
I don't know.
She almost got you from not being able to come into the village. How could you forget her? She's really pretty.
What? I'm lost.
Let's see, what the fuck are you talking about?
Swad.
What?
That's right. Strahd is half elven, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are they?
In this one.
Oh, okay. Neat.
And in all the art of Strahd.
Okay.
Even in Sapok, it does say half elven.
Does it?
Okay.
Does it really?
So in character, Yava probably would have put 2 and 2 together because she's smarter than Taylor. Okay, so shit. I don't like that girl anymore.
It seems like a weird thing for a ruler of a whole country to do. Like, not even on the badness scale, but on the smallness scale, I guess. Like, whatever that is, I think. You think she'd have minions or something?
Unless everybody's her main.
Seems like a weird thing to do personally.
Milavage just passed out again.
Yeah.
That's okay. We would have let him go back to sleep.
I'm gonna go talk to the Mrs. V and
Mrs. V.
I'm not gonna pronounce the name right. So, and tell her all about there was a demon locket. It's gone now.
This lady has just sat down in a chair and just looks like really confused and
Yeah.
terrified and half disbelieving.
The lion's gonna look at Yava. Maybe we don't tell Irina.
Yeah, I agree. But okay, so she wanted him to do something with bones?
Well,
Something about taking
bones can be
bones
used in a lot of ways. Sometimes for ritual purposes, sometimes you can bring people back if you have their bones, and depending on how long they've been dead.
So maybe this person doesn't need to have access to the bones.
Probably.
He's doing if they're doing this to these kids, I don't like them anymore. They're mean and bad.
I think that was what we were supposed to understand this whole time, but we're just now getting to that point. But that's okay. We can get there slowly, as long as we get there.
They were pretty and they were nice at first, and now this is just bad.
But they were pretty.
Jesus.
People can't be bad.
Pretty people can be mean.
Who would have guessed?
This is going much better than the first time around.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yes.
We were solely convinced that Strahd was hot and he would do no wrong, and we went about spreading that truth.
Oh, that explains some things.
The meme is entirely accurate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, when we first got that paladin that we kicked out of the group, Amethyst and Ursula thoroughly went about convincing her that Strahd was this great guy, that he was just the greatest person to ever walk this earth.
And when he showed up, she was like, I'm gonna give you all of my titles. And he was like, well, allow me to give you my 30-minute title speech. Fucking Daenerys. But yeah, y'all did it, guys. You killed the demon, you got a lead on some bones. Some lady with pointy ears gave him a locket.
I'm using all 20 charisma to, not 20 charisma, 20 wisdom to put A plus B together on this situation.
I'm gonna help with my intelligence there.
Lion making a crown drawing, trying to arrow everything together.
Don't tempt me, I found the crayons in my...
I'm just helping. I'm just listening to Irina tell the story, and I'm having Kai just try to entertain some of the kids.
Yeah, it's not Hansel and Gretel, it's Hans and Greta.
Perfect.
And it's talking about it's talking about a hag in the forest that was baking them into little cakes.
That's uncomfortably close to real life in the game.
Gosh. Art imitates life.
Who would have guessed?
Is there well, it is past 10. If y'all would like to end here, this is a fairly good space. The alternative is go to Blinsky's real quick and then end. For no reason other than to go to Blinsky's.
Let's hold off on the
We
Blinskys.
can go to Blinksies next time. That's a
I
twist.
mean, I would like for Jean and
This is
Rat
true.
to be there for Blinskys.
This is true. Alright, well, you have a lead.
Could we go to the inn?
Yeah, y'all could head back to the inn.
Once you guys bring this up to Solus, he will say that that might be a leap in logic to automatically assume that it's them, but that it's
We'd agreed not to tell Irina, which means if Irina's with us, we're not telling you.
okay. Fair enough. Never mind. Redact what I said then.
Oof.
Sorry about that.
Alrighty, well. Nice job, folks. We'll pick up on this next week and see how it goes.